Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. The action has already started. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, this guy, Caicedo...
Oh, smashing header! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
And here's Vela. Great chance! Cleared away. He's in a good position here. And it's Vieira. And he's had a hit! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Manchester United really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Messi. Fernandez. And it's made its way to him. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. De Jong, and the counter is on. Tries to pass it through. Sancho. He is just caressing the ball. Shapes to shoot! Now he wants to get in on the act here. Manchester United are applying all the early pressure.
Yeah, whether they've been allowed to set the standards or not, they're setting them, and a goal has to follow.
Now it's Rashford.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Oh, that's clever. And a chance! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Manchester United have penetrated for the first time.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Jimenez.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
And no surprise, that's a booking. Valverde in with the challenge. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. That's a good ball. Played with speed from back to front. And it's Messi. This is good pressing, they're not sure. Can he finish? It's there! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
No space, no problem. You just... And the shot! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. Oh, sweet feet. Nakata. Messi. Sancho. And here's Vela. And he was alert to it. Valverde. Played out to the right. And it's Rodrigo de Paul. Tries to play it through. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Casemiro. Oh, good-looking ball. Now it's Vela. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Sancho has it out wide and in space. In towards the back stick. Oh, well, that is not a great touch.
Yeah, it all looked so promising until unexpected sloppiness intervened.
Fernandes. Valverde. Distributed tidily. Now it's Mbappe. Bruno Fernandes. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, that's a key interception. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And it's Valverde. Now it's Mbappe. Rafinha. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Bruno Fernandes making good progress on the right-hand side. He's picked his way through. Van Dijk. Valverde.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now it's Rafinha.
Oh, really well played.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Tries the cross. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Sancho. Great vision. This looks promising. Sancho has it in a wide position. Showing good feet. Sancho! Goal! Manchester United! And they've got their lead back.
Manchester United, number 7, Marcus Rashford. Marcus Rashford. Marcus Rashford.
And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half.
Just a quick announcement.
It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They want a good start to the second half.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. So we're just settling back into this second half. Mbappe. Nakata. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Vieira. Now it's Rashford. Bruno Fernandes. Nakata. Now it's Rashford. Oh, important interception. Real chance! It's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And yes, it's him again. So the lead now is 2.
They've seen the light and the opposition have been left in the dark.
And he's worked it through. Oh, that's fabulous. Shoots! And that is doing no harm at all.
Manchester United certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Fernandes. Looking for the run. He's in plenty of space here.
Well, from experience, I can tell you he'll get a lot of stick for getting that one wrong.
Mbappe, Vieira pulls off an exemplary piece of defending.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Lovely feet. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Messi! Messi! Oh, that is beautiful! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed.
Well, he made it look effortless, clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Barcelona get themselves back into contention.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Can he get it through? Good read, needed to be.
Barcelona really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. He's got away. Caicedo receives it in a good position here. And he's opted for the long pass. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Well, the quicker you cut out the service, the sooner you isolate his threat.
Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 40. Coming on to replace him is number
Messi!
11, Giroud.
Messi plays it short. Header! Harmlessly behind. Oh, that's well spotted. Manchester United still have the cards to affect this game. So there's going to be another change here. Danjuma coming on here. A change that was broadly anticipated.
Yeah, they've gone for more energy up front. This is a clear message, Peter.
Zelarayán.
22, Bruno Fernandes.
Here's
Coming
Nakata.
on the field, number 20, number
Manchester
39.
United have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. Valverde. Now it's Rafinha. Rafinha. Well, there weren't too many attacking options there. Skims takes a shot! And he hits the net! It's level again! What a match we have!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
This has become one superb game of football.
Barcelona really can...
Tries a shot! Goal! Manchester United! And they get themselves in front! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Manchester United get themselves into the lead.
Well, it's better late than never, Peter, and that's potentially decisive now.
And the cutback. Oh, that's a fine interception.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Out of play for a goal kick. Barcelona making another change here. Mikel Oyarzabal coming on here as broadly expected.
Yeah, I think it's time for some brave decision-making.
Camavinga. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Well, he's felt that, hasn't he?
Barcelona really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Oh, he's found support out wide. Out of play for a throw. Barcelona making consecutive changes here. So, time for a potential game changer.
Well, it's going to make for a frantic end, Peter. Let's hope he's got enough time to make the impact he wants. Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Played with finesse. Shot it goal! Fernandez. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Casemiro. And it's Casemiro. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Shot, surely! Same again, same outcome.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it. That's just playing it safe and simple.
That's a good ball out wide. Campbell with the slide tackle there. That has not gone well. And the referee brings it to a close. Manchester United have emerged victorious in this match of thrills. The odd goal ultimately proving the difference. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, I guess it's a result that's best described, Peter, as routine. A good balance of organisation, discipline and endeavour, and a result from which everyone came out looking good.
Hello, attendees.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
Would the father of a boy in the green backpack kindly contact a nearby member of staff?
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. There's the whistle. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, wonderful positioning, and he's a strong defensive leader. I think opposition defences will also need to watch out for his long throws. They're quick, they're accurate, and a source of many a good counter-attack.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Now it's Sancho. Real chance! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So, a breakthrough already. Foot in. Vela. Now it's Rashford. Played out wide. Nakata. Very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. Casemiro. That pass has been well intercepted. Oh, they can break here. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. And it's Rashford. Now it's Vela. He's in a great position here. Thinks about... And a chance! That was superb goalkeeping.
Bruno Fernandes actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Some front-footed pressing going on here. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Nakata. And it's hoisted clear. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Crossed it again. That's a lovely, delicate pass. Manchester United do have a chance to counter here. And here's Vela. And it's made its way to him. No, it's not getting there. Caicedo, tidy with his distribution. Thauvin. Nicely spread. Messi. Vieira. And it's Bruno Fernandes. And it's Nakata. Vieira. Thauvin.
Manchester United clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Kvaratskhelia. Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded. Estupinian gets flagged offside. Kvaratskhelia.
Manchester United can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
And it's Vieira. Now it's Rashford. It's Rashford! That's unlucky, just wouldn't come down.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
Alexander-Arnold. And Tovan. Fernandes. Marmoush. Quality ball. Now it's Vela. Fernandes. Now that looks a decent ball. And he's straight offside. De Jong. And the pass is intercepted. Demiral. Estupinian.
There will be one
And it's
minute
Van
at a
Dijk.
time.
And Jimenez. Van Dijk. He's a sharp little ball here. Kvaratskhelia in acres of space out wide. He can get that clear. And we've reached half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Just a quick announcement.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Manchester United can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. And we're already back up and running after half-time. A solitary goal. Vieira!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
And this is Marmoush. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Alexander-Arnold. He's going for goal! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, at least that improves their tally when it comes to shots on goal, but they have to start doing a lot better.
Casemiro. De Jong. Campbell. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Vela. Over to the left. Now it's Sancho. He's found a way through. Tovan. That's a lovely, neat pass. Good running, strong and purposeful. Sancho looking to add to his goal. Now it's Vela. He's in plenty of space here. Manchester United are still that goal to the good. Tovan. Messi. Marmoush. Now it's Messi. Manchester United have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. Messi plays it short. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. Tovan is fouled. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Substitutions taking place.
And it's Alexander-Arnold. Giroud was only too happy to help out in defence.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Sancho is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Nakata. Your impressions so far, Jim?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist Peter in view of the time remaining. He might have a tough call to make now.
And he's in on goal! The ball has bounced loose now. De Jong gets rid without sophistication.
Manchester United really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Tovan. Manchester United perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. And here's Giroud. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Played out towards the right wing, and the counter is on. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Oh, he's bustling. Marmouche!
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Now it's Rashford. Steaming on goalwards.
Manchester United clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Shot a goal!
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
Out towards the flank. In by Sancho.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 15.
And here's Sancho.
Number 22.
Out again for a throw-in.
Coming on the field, number 44.
And he's picked it up out wide.
Number 4. Eduardo
It's
Camavinga.
deflected over the goal line for a corner.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Nakata goes short. This looks... And the shot! And now a sudden chance to counter. In with the challenge. Just 5 minutes left. Nicely weighted ball.
Manchester United nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
And this is Giroud. Great chance! Oh, taken with style. A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Number 11. Olivier Giroud.
Manchester United making another change here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Two up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Four added minutes has been indicated.
Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Danjuma. Now it's Giroud. That has been slung wide. And he's managed to get free. That's tidy. Great ball. Shot, surely! Oh, nearly. But nearly is nothing.
Yeah, he may have snatched it down a bit, even though it was quite close.
And that's that. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly, they have the result that was of paramount importance. Good enough in the eyes of their people. Giroud claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
Yippee!